Hello, beautiful people. I welcome you back to my channel. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm very, very grateful. And if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to also subscribe and don't forget to turn your notification bells on so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a basic sleep pattern for a short sleep. Okay, and you need to watch my video on how to take a full body measurement. That video is actually detailed. Like, I split out a lot of information that I usually ignore kind of when you are talking about a body measurement. So you need to watch that video. It's loaded. Okay, then again, of course, that's the basis of it. With that one, once you have the knowledge of that, then creating a pattern for both the sleep lengths or the bodies, it's going to be super easy. And of course, I've also made a pattern for creating the bodies pattern. You need to also watch the video as well, which goes alongside with this one. Now, with this short sleeve pattern, the good thing about this pattern drafting is the fact that you can place it on your fabric and make magic with it. You can extend it to any length that you want to. Now, the sleeve length I'm working in for this sleeve pattern is 10 inches. 10 inches sleeve length. So first of all, I'm going to get a baseline, the starting point line I'll be working with, like so. Then I'm going to take the calf size measurement, which is by calculation is the bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. Okay, so but for an average woman, we usually use between 4 and 5. Okay, I like to use 4, but you can go by the calculation if you want to, but I like to use 4. So I will take note of my calf size, which is 4. Then the bicep measurement, which is 7, that's the fullest part of the hand. Then of course the length of the sleeve, which is 10. And I'll add in 1 inch allowance, or 1.5 inch allowance. Now the thing here is that you need to take note of all these points. Like, you can have a write-up somewhere by your pattern so that you always know the number of inches that you have added. So when you're placing on the pattern, if you want to do something more, then you can always increase it. Okay, so at that, I think let me reduce this hemming line to 1 inch. Okay, if 1 inch is okay. Yeah, so now that we have all drawn up the line, the next thing I'm going to do now is to take my measurements. Now on this calf side line, I'm going to insert my armhole measurement. That's the round armhole measurement, which for an average woman is usually 9. Okay, and of course there's a calculation for that. If you want to go by the calculation, is the bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch. Bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch, but I would like to go with 9 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to mark my 9 inches here. Then on this fullest part, the biceps line, the round measurement there is 14 divided by 2, that is 7. 14 divided by 2, that is 7. Then of course on the lower part here is 13 divided by 2, that is 6.5. And here as well 6.5. So the next thing I'll do now is just to connect this point like so. Okay, so once I'm done with that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to create my armhole curve. Okay, create my armhole curve. So I'm just going to blend it from this way. In order to get the perfect curve, there's something I like to do. I just make from this point, draw a straight line to meet this point. Okay, whatever it is I have here, I take note of the measurement and get the midpoint from here to here. Like what I have here is like 10, so the midpoint obviously is going to be 5. Okay, so at 5. Now use my pencil. I like to use my pencil at this point so that I can properly get the blend. Afterwards, I can do that. So what I'm going to do from this start point, I'm just going to start coming this way. Inwards to meet this center point like this. Then come out this way to this point. So you can actually say The curve you have on this outer part, now here is the inner part. The curve you have on this outer part protrudes more than the one you have on this inner part. That could be something to help you with. So what I have here on this outer part is more compared to what I have on the inner part. Okay, and so you can see it's properly blended. Okay, so I'm just going to use um, my marker now to put it in place. Okay, can you see this? And that's it. Okay, now the next thing, of course, I'm going to get my um, front armhole now. So on this same center point we marked here, I'll just move in, say about half an inch on this point. Okay, then from here I'll start blending it. From this point I'll just blend it like so, and the same way I'll blend it to meet this point here as well. Can you see? I'm starting from here, I'm blending it, and here. Okay, so here is the front armhole. You need to take note of that. Here, this part is the front armhole, and this outer part is the back armhole. So you have to be careful when you're cutting. So now that I've properly traced it out, I'm just going to blend it properly. I hope you understand. So, but one thing I want you to also take note is that this curve we have created, there is actually an ideal way of getting this curve. And I have that in my other video where I did a basic sleeve pattern for a long sleeve. Like, that video is very detailed. And trust me, it's very, very easy to understand. You might want to really watch that so that with that you will understand how to properly get your curve, okay? But for, let's say, a quick way, okay, in order to bypass some processes, you can just follow this way, this trend on how I did it. And that is it, guys. The next thing we are going to do now is just to cut this out. Okay, now taking notes, this is my allowance part from here to here. This is the allowance. I'll start cutting now. Before I cut this side, on this allowance part, I like to fold it. The reason why I'm folding it this, you will see it when I'm done with the cutting. You need to be very careful with your cutting. So first of all, we're going to cut this back armhole first. Careful. Okay, then you can now split it open to cut the front open on one side now. Okay, so here it is, the front, and this part is the back armhole. Then of course the down part, you see the reason why we folded it in is like here it's slanted out, so that by the time you're folding your allowance in, it will properly match. Okay, can you see this? And that is it, guys, on creating your basic sleeve pattern. With this, like I said, you can place it on your fabric and cut out your short sleeve, 3/4, full length, whichever one you want. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please do not forget to give me a giant thumbs up, like, share my video, please, guys. I really appreciate it. and of course subscribe to my channel. See you on the next video.